it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro lines. We have no feathers, it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro lines. We have no feathers, it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro lines. We have no feathers, it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro lines. We have no feathers, it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro lines. We have no feathers, it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro lines. We have no feathers, it's alright. We have no feathers, it's alright. We keep it golden, it's alright. We're drawing bold Allegro all of the people take it away. You know, maybe it just made me believe. And all of the people, standing away, waiting for the concrete to break. And all of the people, take it away. You know, maybe it just made me believe. And all of the people, standing away, waiting for the concrete to break. And all of the people, take it
to get started here, so please take a seat.
Hi everyone, welcome. Woo! I feel kind of lonely in the front here. You know, we are, I guess some people must have been stuck on traffic. Was it traffic out there or no? Comme ci, comme ça. But anyhow, I would love a show of hand for the people who are their first time in Plug and Play and one of our Expo. Great. So generally what we try to do in Plug and Play is to mimic what happens in Silicon Valley. We try to find sort of the most innovative entrepreneurs and help them to get customers, get additional money, and make a positive impact in their lives. And maybe some of you know already, but doing this at scale is not so easy. So generally we help about 200 companies per year, and we choose these companies like this morning with brand and retail division of Plug and Play. We choose these companies not only based on our own judgment, but based on the judgment of Kohl's. With this brand and retail division, we would like to help our corporate partners, help our startups to shape this future. But I wanted to welcome you all. It's going to be a really exciting day. We're going to do 20 startups this morning for brand and retail, and we're going to do 20 startups this afternoon for financial technology and security. And we feel these two divisions kind of go hand in hand. So this is why we chose one day to do the whole expo for the two different verticals. Again, I welcome you all, and my co-founder for brand and retail is Mike, so I invite Mike to host you for the rest of the day. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Ed. All right, guys, well, welcome. This is actually the third expo we've done that's focused on retail, and we're really proud of the program. We've done a total of about 56 investments in this space, and the model is quite interesting. So essentially what we've done is brought together a consortium of not just retailers, but brands and solutions providers that are helping to dictate the focus, the technology focus of the program. And so we take their interests and we actually bake it into the application. And we're receiving about 1,000 startups that are applying to this program. And Plug and Play will do the initial sourcing and then, take the initial meetings and do the initial due diligence, and we'll come up with a list of about 100 startups which we then give to our anchor partners. We ask them to review it and come up with the top 50 that they like on paper, and then we'll invite those startups to Plug and Play for what we call a finalist pitch, where each of the startups will go for 5 minutes with 2 minutes of Q&A. At the end of that day, we'll sit down with all the anchor partners, so Target, Citi, Kohl's, Simon, Panasonic, you name it, and we'll come up with the top 20 or 30 that we'll accept into the program and invest and put through this 3-month accelerator. And so just to give you guys some metrics, the last batch we did 19 investments, and 16 of them actually raised their seed round or Series A within 6 months of the program, and 14 of them either closed a deal or a pilot with our partners. So you're talking about B2B businesses, which is normally an 8 to 12-month sales cycle, really accelerating that and making it obviously a much quicker process for them. One of the startups that is actually presenting later today landed 14 pilots and converted 11 of them to clients. So that's not going to happen in any other place, and we're really proud of this model. This 3-month program is great because we give a little bit of funding. We're doing $25K to $100,000 typically, but I think the real value is the mentorship sessions that happen weekly with our partners, the networking events like Expo, and obviously putting these startups in front of a number of corporations in what we call deal flow sessions. So with that, I'd like to bring up actually one of our key anchor partners, one of the most active partners we work with, Kohl's, Ratnakar Lavu, who's the EVP of Digital Technology, and he's going to talk about how they're working kind of what he's seeing in terms of the future of retail and how it intersects with FinTech. So, Ratnakar, everyone.
Thank you, Michael. I always wondered why is it retail and FinTech, not retech and FinTech. So we got to fix that. Okay, so a little bit about Kohl's. We have 1,162 stores across the country. We have grown significantly over the last decade or so with just pure store growth. Then in the last 3 or 4 years, we have plateaued in terms of growth, because stores to open, so we are saturated. So then 3 years ago, we said, innovate. We got to really change the game here within retail. So I was brought on. I head up digital technology for Kohl's. I do all the digital in the company. And so I was brought on to actually do that. And so now I just want to kind of talk about some stats a little bit. So last year we launched a loyalty program across the Kohl's brand. We now have 30 million in the loyalty program within just kind of 8 months, so phenomenal growth. We relaunched our mobile app, and we have 7 million downloads from last October, 5-star app. We are the second top most after Lyft. So how does all that happen? It happens a lot with innovation. And so the reason why we partner with Plug and Play is because we tend to see a lot of innovation within this environment, within this space, and all you startups that are pitching today, you have something great to offer, right? Well, you're trying to solve a particular problem. And we think that leveraging some of you to actually solve those problems for us, because guess what? We're a big company. We're 19 billion, and we have an ambition to be the most engaging retailer within 3 years. So how do we do that? We think it's to be very connected with this particular network, and that hence we have partnered with Plug and Play, Syed and Michael, and we've been very active. So one of the things that we do in addition to this, and they've been gracious, is we have an office in Milpitas, and I invite every month certain startups to come and pitch there within our kind of environment. So the entire team can see what the new ideas are. How do we kind of change the game? There are certain things that work well and certain things that don't. So we try like every quarter 3 or 4 things, and I tell you 2 of them will work and 2 of them don't. But it's okay. It's okay to kind of fail fast. And I think retail is changing so fast right now that it is important to kind of continue to evolve at a very fast pace. Then there's always synergies, right? So we always think about, well, it should be only a retail solution. Let's think about just retail in kind of that silo. Well, not really. I actually think that other industries actually offer great solutions, like FinTech, for example. We think that there's a lot within FinTech that is being solved that applies to retail, either in terms of scale of data, in terms of security, and privacy. There are a lot of interesting things, even within FinTech, that I think are applicable to within retail. So when I kind of think about this particular space, I look at pretty much all the industries, whether it's automotive, whether it's FinTech, whether it is any other industry, to actually take some of those interesting solutions, some of the problems that they're solving, and how can we apply within retail. So that's the main thing. I know I've been here quite a few times, and it's always amazing to see the number of startups and the creative ideas that you all come up with. Sometimes I think Wi-Fi in a store is solved, and guess what? Ricardo, I think he's going to come and pitch. There's always something more to solve within the Wi-Fi. So I would like to next call upon Debbie, who is the managing director from City Ventures, and she's going to talk about the kind of the connection between retail and FinTech. Okay.
Thank you, Ratnakar. Hello, everybody. Wow, this is really exciting to see so many people here, and I'm really happy to be here. Thanks, everybody, from Plug and Play. So, whoops, I must have hit the clicker once already. But I did want to talk about Plug and Play. We're really excited about our partnership. This is the first time we've partnered with Plug and Play, and we think they're a great match for us because Citi is one of the world's largest global banks. We have a global footprint, as does Plug and Play, and we were super excited to have the opportunity. We're excited you guys were doing a FinTech and security-related accelerator program, which is early in our space. And I think it's very appropriate that it's in combination with the retail as well. And I'll talk about that a little more. Oh, now we're back to me. I'll go back to this. I don't know. Somebody else is driving these slides, it feels like. Can we go back one? Thanks. Just not going to touch that. So some of you may not know this, but Citi was actually one of the first big banks to host its own accelerator program. My job at Citi is leading our innovation network set of activities. We do a whole bunch of different things, but one of them is we have a global network of innovation labs. So we have labs in Dublin, Singapore, Tel Aviv, and a number of locations across the US. And the Tel Aviv lab, which is obviously one of the most innovative regions outside of Silicon Valley, was the first part of our network to launch an accelerator program that we run ourselves. And we've really seen the power of that in establishing a FinTech ecosystem in Tel Aviv associated with Citi. And so when we had the opportunity to partner here in the Valley and in other locations around the world with Plug and Play, we were all over that. Very excited to be here, and thank you for that opportunity. You know, Saeed was talking a little bit at the beginning about some of the outcomes that are really powerful as a result of these programs. And it's very synergistic with how we think about innovation at Citi. We really think that setting the conditions inside a company are for innovation to occur really critical. And in particular, we are big believers in bringing the outside in. You know, we relocated our headquarters for Citi Ventures to Silicon Valley in 2010. And, you know, we don't, to be here at the heart of where the action is, I guess. But, you know, the power of lots of different ways in which we can, you know, increase our surface area, if you will, with the innovation going on externally. You know, that's what we view as the key to our success. We don't think there's one silver bullet answer to, you know, how to drive innovation and growth at a large firm. We think it takes an integrated system of different activities that are separate but complementary to really drive innovation and growth. And to the point of, you know, successful outcomes or stepping stones to successful outcomes, you know, we love programs like this because A, we get to learn what's going on outside of Citi. We hopefully are offering some help in the form of mentorship and feedback about how somebody's solution could work inside Citi. But you know, for the startups, we feel like we want to be the champion of the entrepreneur. We feel it's really critical that we're providing opportunities for you guys, if there's a product market fit with Citi, to do a proof of concept or to do a pilot and maybe, you know, get an equity investment somewhere down the line. We do all of those things. We have a venture investing arm. We have our global lab networks that I mentioned. We have an internal acceleration fund, which we specifically use to partner with companies and fund, you know, POCs and pilots as appropriate. So, you know, that makes this activity especially exciting to me. And I think that we're really looking forward to seeing the pitches today and I think it's going to be really interesting to see kind of some of the crossover between the retail and the FinTech. And getting to that, I think, you know, both of you guys touched on this earlier. I think the world that we're living in right now is, you know, crazy. The accelerated pace of change, I think you alluded to. And I think we all understand the reasons why that's happening. It's really driven, fueled by a lot of technology innovation. But the most important, you know, almost industry lines they're not entirely irrelevant, but they're almost irrelevant from the point of view of the customer. And I put the Apple Watch on here with our Citi Mobile Lite banking app on purpose because I think it's almost a perfect proxy for the, you know, the intersection and the blurring of industry lines. Customers don't think about retail, in my opinion, or FinTech. You know, they think about what they want to do. And because of all, these new technologies that are enabling increasingly seamless, really, intuitive experiences that are just, a matter of course through somebody's day. I want to go buy something at Kohl's. I walk in with my watch and, I just swipe it and I pay. I mean, that's what customers want, and that's the direction that things are going. So we're super excited about, the combination of these things from that point of view. One thing I wanted to talk about in particular, I think, and by the way, some of the POCs and pilots that we've done inside a city, combining retail experiences with payments, for example, beacons, beacon technology, sensors in the stores, contextually relevant offers. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff in that category that's really interesting. More specific to FinTech, one of the reasons that I personally was very excited about this accelerator program was because it kind of graduated out of, I think, a Bitcoin accelerator program that was maybe an experiment here before. And Bitcoin is one, and blockchain, and actually I think blockchain is the more interesting aspect of that technology stack, is an area that we're actively exploring at Citi. It has the potential to be disruptive. It has the potential to open up a lot of new sources of growth for our industry. So we were personally really excited to see the number of Bitcoin and blockchain-related companies that were part of this program, and I'm really looking forward to those pitches later today. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you to Saeed and the Plug and Play team, and we're really looking forward to the pitches. It's all about envisioning the future, and you guys are, where the action is happening. You guys are the ones really thinking about and imagining those new experiences that we need to create for customers and really advancing the state of art, whether it's in retail, FinTech, or just really cool experiences. So thank you, and look forward to today.
Thanks, Stephanie. So I just want to, give a big thanks to the team. None of this would have been possible without them. And one of the guys that's kind of driving all the sourcing efforts is George, and he's going to come up and be introducing him. So I want to give a big round of applause for George for making this happen. And he's going to be doing the one-liners and bringing up all the companies.
Yeah. Thanks, Michael. So yeah, as Michael mentioned, we're super excited to be here, super excited to have Kohl's and Citi and all the other great partners here as driving kind of the focus of this program. So as Michael mentioned, this is kind of the culmination of both our retail and FinTech accelerators. So not all of the startups that you'll see here are kind of in the accelerator. We kind of like to mix up a few good and exciting ones. So without further ado, I want to bring up the first company. So Picado allows retailers to provide targeted, time-sensitive promotional offers, coupons, and product information within their brand and mobile assets. Please welcome Jesus with Picado.
Hello? Good morning. How fun is to be the first one? I was told by the Plug and Play guys, make it memorable or we'll kick you out of the program. So I'm going to try to do my best. So my name is Jesus Sanchez, CEO and co-founder of Picado, and what we do is we create mobile personal assistant to optimize that path to purchase. So retail shopping is being disrupted today by highly hyper-local contextual information that is simple, that is speed, quickly to deploy, and is personalized and relevant. So the problem that we're solving, the problem that we saw in the marketplace is we see retailers investing millions and millions and millions of dollars. Actually, the mobile marketing spend this year is $400 billion through all these different acquisition channels, Facebook, Twitter, mobile web, iOS, Android, local search, and so forth. However, a lot of that investment is actually going to a hard-coded landing page, or it's just going to a product page. So it's on the retailer side to make sure that that investment on acquisition goes further along and make sure that we can optimize and personalize the experience. So that's what we do. So what we have done, we look at the marketplace and saw, apps like Amazon or apps like Target and Cartwheel, very heavy focus on offers and coupons and promotions. Amazon, obviously, you may like people who bought this, bought that, association models, and people like Sears and their Shop Your Way program, very heavily into loyalty. What we have done is, how about if we combine the best of all those and we create one great experience that requires no software download or no app download, so it's web-enabled, URL, plug and play, and we can engage customer into a relevant personal experience that can be deployed across all the different channels. So the experience is very simple. It's a personal shopper. So if you go to a store like Saks, the first thing you get asked is, what are you looking for? So then we serve the personal shopper experience by collecting that information and making sure that every single consumer that comes through your channels, be it in-store Wi-Fi or be it beacons or they receive an SMS or they went to the mobile site, making sure that every single one of them receive a personalized landing page, URL-based, that we can be live without IT resources in about 2 weeks. Maybe if we implement with 6 APIs and we can be live in 4 weeks, right? Yeah, there you go, more or less. And to make sure that every single individual that engaged with the brand gets a personalized landing page and a personalized experience. You mentioned beacons. The integration with beacons is the beacon is broadcasting a URL. So it's really no integration, no IT. We can get you up and running within minutes. These are some results, and they speak by themselves. And the whole idea is what we like to call the retailer trifecta. How do we manage on a big retailer, top 10 retailer in the US, to increase redemption rate by 8 times, basket size by 2 times, and not dilute their revenue? And that's what we do. We create personalized mobile shopping experiences. 2, 1, 0. Thank you.
Is this on? Okay, cool. So up next, we have Silos. Silos proprietary data science unlocks the power of vast amounts of data to develop comprehensive 360-degree insights about each shopper. Here's Mohammed with Silos.
Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Ali and I'm the founder and CEO at Silos. And unfortunately, I'm not that good in floating like a butterfly, but what I'm good at is data science. So with a master and PhD from University of Pittsburgh and Carnegie Mellon University, and having held senior roles at Google Research and Yahoo Research, I specialize in building large-scale user modeling platforms for understanding the user interests and needs and improving targeting. Together with a team of industry veterans in retail and in CPG, we are platform allowing for the first time retailers and manufacturers to leverage data in having a data-driven collaboration around shopper engagement, engaging shoppers with personalized offers that are seamlessly linked to the loyalty programs that are delivered at home, in-store, and on the go, with the sole purpose of optimizing the ROI from marketing dollars. We are talking here shopper marketing dollars and trade funds particularly. And how it works, we are having like a seamless integration with the POS systems. We are not mixing data across retailers. And what we are doing is that we are packaging like the models that we develop that understand the user interests and needs based on each retailer separately into a very business-driven, easy-to-use dashboard that allows both the retailers and manufacturers run a dual-sided campaign management workflow, starting from insights, explaining the past performance and forecasting the future one at the store or the SKU level. And our science is around 70 to 80% success rate anticipating the future, given around 1 year of data taking the seasonality effect into account. And then the next level is actually letting the data science recommend what type of targeted campaigns you need to run in your stores. And then the third one is to actually run the targeted campaigns and finally to review the results in a near real-time fashion. What we are trying to build here is that we are trying to build an ecosystem from thousands of stores around the US and around the world, particularly focused on second-tier and third-tier retail chains from the supermarkets, wholesalers, convenience and drugstores, and allow them to interact as a bond with manufacturers. Allow manufacturers to get visibility into this side of the business that is completely obscure to them as of today, allow them to have a better ROI from their marketing dollars, and most importantly, allow the retailers to level the playing field and to get them kind of like incremental dollars from the manufacturers. Finally, this platform is up and running across the US for small businesses, with retail chains, and with manufacturers, and that wouldn't have been possible without the help of an amazing set of partners from small businesses, from like cloud-based loyalty, cloud-based POS systems like Clover and First Data, grocery chains and grocery associations like Rafda and Topco, and finally, an amazing partner like Plug and Play. We'll definitely love to answer your further questions, so please drop by our table and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Thanks, Mohammed. So up next, we have Context 360. So Context 360 is a mobile insights platform which enables app developers to retain, engage, and personalize users in a whole new way.
Thank you, George. Good morning, I'm Steven from Context 360, and it's great to be here. Let me start with a quick audience survey. How many of your companies have mobile apps in market? How many of them are using in-app analytics to tell you what your users are doing when they're in your app? There you go. How many have analytics that tell you what they do outside your app? Maybe we do. So at Context 360, what we do is provide engagement-based insights into what users do outside your app. And this began, if this will click, with us asking a question a couple of years ago. What if you knew what active apps are on your users' phones? Are they making transactions in those apps? What competing apps have been installed and when and where are they used? Are they clicking on ads inside those apps? What if, in addition to that, you could begin to predict where a user will go next based on their behavior patterns? What context they want to use apps in? What their journey is from app to app. All of this information is now available to you. And you can use it through what we call Context 360 Analytics, which combines behavioral insights, app usage, with contextual insights based on sensors. This is a complement to in-app analytics. This provides you with a complete picture of user behavior and helps inform your engagement decisions, time of day, context, location. It provides overall app usage. So, for example, the top 20 installed apps, the most used apps by category, and again, the app journey. It also provides competitive app usage. You can define your own list of competitors. You can know the percent of your user base that is using those apps, and you can gain insights into session length, frequency, and other behaviors. We're also developing what we call the app journey to help inform insights into how the user proceeds through decision-making as they're evaluating opportunities to purchase or engage with your bank. What's interesting for us is we began as a company focused on game developers, helping them with the engagement and retention problem. But over the last 2 years, we've developed relationships with retailers and most recently with banks. Last month, we were announced as part of the Wells Fargo Startup Accelerator, one of 3 companies out of 300 chosen to participate, based on really 3 things. One is the competitive app insights that I referred to earlier. The second is lead generation. If someone downloads a series of real estate apps or car apps, they're in the market to buy. It's time to engage. And finally, something we never anticipated, fraud prevention and detection. The signals we collect can help inform the bank as to user behavior, location, and other key factors that could help enable purchases. We look forward to seeing you over in the booth there, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve. How are you guys doing so far? You guys excited? Okay, cool. I know we have the power of the microphone, so it's fun to do that kind of stuff. So up next, we have a pretty interesting company that's reimagining robotics in retail. So please welcome Marco with Fellow Robots.
Good morning. So my name is Marco. I'm co-founder and CEO of Fellow Robots. We are changing the way we are doing retail and robotics. So by that, the first thing we saw when we started this company was what kind of problems we're solving with robotics. And what we first saw, there are 3 big things that when you walk inside of a big box store. How many of you have walked in this big box store and cannot find the things we're looking for? So that's the first one. We're targeting customers want to find things as soon as they walk inside of a store. At the same time, retailers are missing all the customer data information. We've seen that the online is so advanced, but offline, you're missing a lot of data. At the same time, the retailers, they don't know where the products are located, they don't know how much stock they have, and it's really complicated for them to keep track of all the products in the store. So retail hasn't changed much. It's pretty much the same model as many years ago, where there's poor customer support, there's a lack of understanding what the customers are looking at, and it needs to change. This is the market, as you know. Still 90% is offline, 10% is online, and it's actually growing. That graph over there represents the offline retail market that is growing. At the same time, we saw that robotics was in a very interesting moment when we saw DARPA was actually about 40 years ago starting funding robotics, especially for the military. Later on, started moving into manufacturing, home, health and care, entertainment, and customer service. And that's where we jump in. So what we envision is Oshbot, which is a retail robot that comes inside of the store. It comes up to you and it asks you, hey, what are you looking for? And then you talk to it. You can talk to it in multiple languages, or you can just type it in and say, hey, I'm looking for hammer, I'm looking for milk. It shows you all the options available in the store. You click on the one you're looking for, and it takes you to the pro location. Or it can show you the map where you are and where the robot is, and it just takes you there. There's a screen on the back for advertisement based on location. So if you're following the robot going to the paint section, maybe you're walking on the screwdriver section, and it's going to tell you, hey, by the way, today 10% we have the screwdrivers off. So it's fully autonomous. No one is driving these things. It navigates by its own in the store. We use pretty similar technology as the autonomous cars on the streets. Speech recognition, we can put up to 25 languages. Expert assistant. So it's very common that people come in and have a very specific project they're looking for, and then you can ask, hey, I'm looking for a brush, I'm looking for this, what kind of paint should I use for my project? And that becomes very interesting because then you can have someone, that could be the brands actually, helping people in stores, in physical stores. And inventory management. So the idea here is to provide how many products you have on the shelf. At night, the robot is scanning. When no one is in the store, it's scanning where the aisles are, how many products you have, and so on. So the next day in the morning, it knows where the products are located. We did a partnership with Lowe's, and we launched these robots in Orchard store here in San Jose. And actually, you can go and see them. We have one that is over there, and we're trying to bring it here on the stage. There you go. If you want to see them actually working, you can go to the San Jose store that is right now, and we have 2 of them working. You can go talk to it in multiple languages. Right now we have English and Spanish working. There you go, this is Oshbot. It's getting stuck there. These are a little bit of the data. So this is data that probably we didn't know before the robots. Where the products are located, how many people are looking into certain areas. We have about 2,300 searches in the total store. About 1,100 products viewed. The robot has guided about 848 people already in total since December. And average use per robot is about between 5 to 10 people per robot per store. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we're going to be here in the back. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Marco and Oshbot. So up next, we have Parkify. Parkify is making parking less of a hassle with real-time parking occupancy platform. Here's Ryan with Parkify.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Sullivan, CEO and co-founder of Parkify. There are over 100 million parking spots in the US alone, but it still takes the average person about 15 minutes driving around a city or a mall looking for the available parking spots. Even with that big of a problem and it taking that much time, the biggest advancement we've seen in the parking industry so far is the ability to pay with a credit card or with a mobile app, until Parkify. With Parkify, we can finally tell you where real spots are in real time that are available for you to park in. We also can use a beacon that people have been talking about to give an advertising point of contact within parking lots that right now are just dead space. This is such a big change that we're already launching in up to 6 states in the next couple months in malls, casinos, cities, and sporting event areas. Now, currently, parking operators, cities, and private owners have to send out parking attendants to go manually lot by lot and spot by spot to gather the availability data and to enforce their lots. This process takes time, it's manual, it's expensive, and by the time they get the data, it's unactionable. With Parkify, they simply log into our dashboard, and at their fingertips, they have real-time data on analytics about how their lots are performing and predictive analysis on when their lots will fill up today and how their pricing should be affected by weather, local events, and other things like that. Now with this data, they can make actionable decisions to improve their business that they never were able to do before. With the consumer, you guys are all used to driving into a city, hoping you can find a street meter. By the time that you don't, you've already spent 15 minutes, you pull into a garage. The nightmare scenario is that there's not even a spot available in that garage that you just spent another 15 minutes driving around looking for. With Parkify, we partner with the mobile apps that make the payment process easier to give them our data so that when you drive into a city, you'll know exactly where you can go, exactly where spots are, pull into the garage or the spot, and get on with your day. Less hassle, everyone's happier. We do this by simply installing our low-cost sensor. This sensor gives us the data if a car is present and the beacon to let us know how and who parked there so we can communicate with that consumer and make it an easy pass for parking. Our competitors drill into every parking spot, and they charge about $300 per sensor to install. Our sensors can be adhered on top of the pavement. That's my co-founder's 2-year-old son actually installing one of our sensors. And it costs less, we can do with our business model, $0 install with just a monthly SaaS fee for our customers. Now this is a team, we have about 11 people now pushing this forward, getting it done. About 10 years of experience in software, growing engineering teams and solutions. Talk to me afterwards about more of that. But now that we have this data, we can connect in with mobile apps from the payment side to malls to sporting events so that wherever you're going, you know where you can park, where you should park at the mall so you can get to the Apple store more easily. So in the future, instead of driving around hunting for a spot and being frustrated, you can simply say, Siri, where should I park? Thanks.
Awesome. So up next, we have a company solving a personal pain point of mine. So say goodbye to missed delivery notices. Please welcome Xander from Dorman.
Good morning. Whoa. Hi, I'm Xander, founder and CEO of Doorman. We're a 500 startups company that's providing scheduled package delivery until midnight, 7 days a week. So package delivery in US cities is pretty broken. 20% of the packages that you guys are selling to your customers, the delivery is actually failing on the first attempt. This is horribly frustrating for consumers. It creates extra cost for everybody. Here's what the internet thinks. And this is happening because FedEx and UPS and the major carriers, they're delivering when your customers are at work. And that's just the way they've always worked. And more companies don't want customers sending, or their employees sending everything to the office. And so this is creating huge frustration for consumers. 50% of the customer service calls that you're getting are, where's my package? Packages are getting damaged, getting left out, getting stolen. It's wasteful for the carriers themselves who are having to make multiple attempts to all these customers who aren't actually home. And none of this is set up for package returns, which is an increasing part of the retail model. Another problem is that there are companies just solving this themselves and saying, you know what, we're just going to build our own robot army. So unless you're going to do that, the rest of the retail industry needs a 21st century solution. This is a $20 billion market that is ripe for an upgrade, at least at the last mile. And all you need to do to solve the problem is just put the customer in control and deliver when they're actually home. And so that's what Doorman is. It's an evening delivery service with, we provide 1 or 2 hour windows, and customers get to schedule the delivery from an app, and our drivers bring it to them when they're actually home 7 days a week. So when people order from a website, it goes to our warehouse, we notify them on their phone, and then they just use the Doorman app to schedule delivery, and they get their stuff. So I'm really excited to announce today that we are now releasing the Doorman API, which allows retailers to put the scheduler right at checkout. And this is a big deal for retailers and changes customer behavior to a pretty staggering degree, and I'll get to that in a second. We've seen that our customers are shopping online 50% more than they did now that they have Doorman. This is actually unlocking customer behavior. They want to be shopping online more than they actually are but they can't because they can't actually get the stuff they're buying, so they're finding other solutions. But online shopping is more convenient, but not if you can't actually get the stuff that you buy. We launched out of 500 startups a year ago. Since then, we've been growing 15% month over month. We've delivered 25,000 packages from over 3,000 different retailers. Everyone is very happy about it. We're launching in Chicago and New York over the next few months, so if you'd like to know more about how we work, please come say hi. Thanks.
Thank you. So up next, we have a company that I'm personally super excited about called Inside Vault, not in the security space. So Inside Vault delivers a next-generation bid management platform that transforms SEM profitability. Please welcome Inside Vault.
Thank you, Plug and Play, for putting on a wonderful program today. So let's start with a survey. Who here has searched for something on Google? Okay, I thought a lot of you might respond. Who here has a company that has advertised on Google? Okay, quite a few. So this pitch is for you. What I'm going to do is share with you a true story of a retailer that drove tremendous performance improvements for their advertising programs. So the story is about Serena Rubin, who's a marketing manager for Shoe Dazzle. And Shoe Dazzle is a women's shoe and handbag retail site. So Serena manages search and social for Shoe Dazzle, and her goal for her company is quite simple. She wants to scale search marketing efficiently. And what that means, in layman's terms, is drive more revenue at lower cost in less time. So Serena has been using search engine marketing software for years. It does three things for her. It helps her manage her campaigns, the keywords, the ads, the landing pages. It helps her bid on those keywords, what prices she's going to bid on Kim Kardashian handbags. And then it helps her report across the search engines. But her job is getting a lot harder. Search has changed drastically in the last 10 years. The expectations for revenue have grown 10x. It's no longer about delivering $1 million, it's about $10 million in revenue. The search engines are a lot more complex. Google's enhanced campaigns where you can bid on mobile, on location, or time of day, and there's a lot more competition for keywords. So it's no longer 5 advertisers, it's 50 advertisers bidding for the same keywords. And Serena's ultimate problem is that the software that was developed 10 years ago is not keeping pace. She was on Marin software, and she has to take 100 steps to manage her campaigns. The bidding is either too low or too high, and the reporting can take 3 hours to generate. And ultimately, what that means for Serena is her revenue targets are at risk. Until she tried Inside Vault Advertising Cloud. Now, this is a solution for her to manage not just her search campaigns, but also her social, mobile, and display campaigns. And it's a powerful platform that's built for sophisticated marketers. And the most unique thing about Inside Vault is its ability to scale efficiently. And they can do that because they're built on the most advanced technology available in the market. You can automate millions of keywords, use machine learning for predictive bidding, and report very fast. Her metrics of success were quite strong, 45% increase in customers at a lower cost in shorter time. Now, many companies, like the ones in this room, are switching to Inside Vault for those big performance gains. This can really move the needle. So, we're proud to have customers like eTrade, eHarmony, Paychex, and Atlassian, and this is just a partial list of our customers. So, you're seeing a big shift towards new technology to drive performance. And I'll make a special offer to everyone here at Plug and Play. If you want to benchmark the efficiency of your program, just email me and we're happy to do an audit. It's Alex at Inside Vault. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. So up next, Indoor Atlas is a positioning service based on the Earth's magnetic fields that powers location-based apps worldwide. Sounds confusing, but it's pretty exciting. Please welcome Indoor Atlas.
Thanks, George. Thank you. We all know that GPS doesn't work indoors and that we spend 70% of our time indoors. Let me share a short story with you. Our CEO and founder, Janne Haverinen, programmed his robot in his house to go north. And guess what happened? Robot didn't take straight line as it expected to happen in the forest, but it took this path. So he repeated the action, and robot did exact same path at the first time. So he found out two things. First, that every square foot in the building has unique magnetic reading, and two, that it's stable over time. So this is how Indoor Atlas was born. We're using magnetic field to navigate you indoors. We all get frustrated when in any mall looking for either our store or restroom, or at the airport looking for the exit, and we really want to spend less time searching all around. We are showcasing our technology, magnetic positioning technology in Westfield, where you will be able, with your phone only, just to find any POIs, any restroom, your favorite store, food court, to get advertising proximity, and to even find your body in the mall. What's so cool about Indoor Atlas? We answer the question, where am I indoors? With an accuracy 1 to 2 meters. There is no need to install any beacon, no router, even no robots. So the total cost of ownership is lower 4 times than Bluetooth and 10 times than Wi-Fi. So researchers say that the only magnetic, it's scalable answer. Up to date, we raised 15 million. Last round was led by Baidu. We filed 20 patents, and we are rolling out commercially with Baidu in following months. We are exploring to a Series B, and since we are the largest Blue Dot and advertising proximity provider in the world, having in mind that we partner with Baidu. As GPS is standard outdoors for outdoor navigation, we believe that magnetic is going to become a foundation for indoor navigation combining sensors and Bluetooth. We have 16,000 developers around the world testing and using our technology. Please stop by our booth and we'll show you the shortest way to any restroom here at Plug and Play or without getting lost. Thank you.
Thank you. So up next, we have LimeSpot. The LimeSpot platform helps online retailers increase sales by creating personalized shopping experiences for their customers. Please welcome LimeSpot.
Hi. My name is Aydin. I'm a founder and CTO of LimeSpot. In 2011, there was a jam sampling experiment conducted in Draeger's Market in Menlo Park, and they wanted to address the choice overload problem. People were presented with either 24 or 6 jam samples, and against what we all might imagine, people that were presented with less choices ended up buying more jam. So this is a choice overload problem. And this research shows that people usually choose not to choose if they're overloaded. So we started LimeSpot to address the choice overload problem in the digital era, delivering fewer choices but highly relevant personalized ones that are most likely to be consumed by the users. we created a personalization engine that is patent pending and utilizes machine learning in combination with linguistic analysis. So our engine reads the content, whatever it is, understands it, and intelligently targets it to its audience. So when a user comes, we look up at their profile from social networks or elsewhere. We have their previous user activities, and we can instantly deliver personalized content to them based on what they want to see at this point in time. Then we use big data to improve it with user behaviors and market trends. After building this engine, the most obvious use case for our technology was e-commerce. So we wrapped our engine within some plug-and-play add-ons and put it on major e-commerce platforms that you can see on the slide. So we launched it in January this year, and since then we are serving 250 shops. We are constantly getting excellent reviews from the shops. We've been featured twice, and most importantly, we are constantly driving an average of 20% more traffic and sales. So we used also this opportunity to optimize our engine and make sure that it's good to go big and serve large enterprises and big amounts of data. The choice overload problem is not specific to e-commerce. So we wrapped our engine again in a set of APIs, which helps us serve any type of industry in any channel, regardless of their sizes. So this API can be plugged in to any retailer's website and make it work like an advanced version of Amazon. We can plug into the HBO's Apple TV app and make it work like Netflix. We can plug into the Ticketmaster, for example, and help them serve each of their clients just as a VIP. So within our management team, we have 75 years of experience in technology entrepreneurship, and some of us have worked together for more than a decade. We are a portfolio company of Simon Ventures and Plug and Play, and we are currently looking to raise $600,000 of convertible debt to bridge us to a Series A. Thank you for your time.
So that just brings us about halfway through with this batch. So up next we have a drone company. We're in Silicon Valley, so it wouldn't be Silicon Valley without a drone company. So please welcome Andreas with Matternet.
Thank you. I'm Andreas. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Matternet. We build drones specifically for doing transportation of small packages. We develop the vehicles, and we also develop software in the cloud that allows them to be fully autonomous. Over the last 3 or so years, we've gained international reputation for doing missions in extreme places in the world for transporting medicine diagnostics. We worked with people like WHO and Doctors Without Borders. And we've gained enough experience out of those missions to be able to look now at this problem. 4 billion people in the world already live in cities and megacities. And of course, the fastest growing cities in the world are outside the US, particularly in Asia. And all these environments have something in common, which is this. It's very hard to basically go through roads to deliver packages on last mile and on demand. It's quite counterintuitive. A lot of you in the retail space will know it already, but last mile is a huge pain point in the delivery process today. And it takes about 70%, it accounts for about 70% of the total delivery cost. Already what we move is miniaturized, so 75% of what is being transported through the last mile is less than 1 kilogram. Close to 90% is below 2 kilograms. And a lot of people are trying to figure out what's going to be the nexus in the last mile delivery and on-demand transportation systems that will allow us to build the next layer of e-commerce. So we are focusing on building automated logistics networks for transporting packages initially of up to 1 kilogram. And our solution is basically combining a purposefully built drone that you can see outside in one of our tables, in an Expo table, and combining with cloud routing. That vehicle we call Matternet 1. We launched it 2 months ago, and it can transport 1 kilogram over 20 kilometers in a fully autonomous fashion. The magical bit in the stack that enables that is a patented route planner. So on the left of the image, you can see our offices in Menlo Park, and this is a fictitious route. We're not able to execute on it for regulatory purposes here in the US, to Tesla's factory in Fremont. So the red spaces are places that we don't fly in, and all this is being automatically generated in our cloud. It accounts for terrain, weather, airspace, and so forth. We only fly between fixed locations, so the applications we're going after initially are B2B applications. Not the type of thing that Amazon showed, delivering to somebody's backyard, but mostly designing a system that can connect different facilities that are business facilities. The interface of our system is extremely simple. We use an app to command our vehicles to go from A to B. The gentleman here in the red robe is the Prime Minister of this country, Bhutan, where we've done our project with WHO. And using our system, he was able to command a fully autonomous flight that I want to show you very quickly here. If we can get the video going. So again, this is a fully autonomous mission. Here we're flying at an altitude of 3,000 meters, so quite high up in the Himalayas. This is a traverse that took about 15 minutes. It was 12 kilometers in distance, and it's fully autonomous. And these types of things we're now going to be doing in more urban environments and suburban environments for our business purposes. The first application we're going after is medical delivery. And we have a business model which is based on a lease. We want to make it very easy for our customers to adopt this technology for a fixed cost per month. So we wrap all the technology costs, insurance costs, warranty costs into a single number, which is $1,000 per month per vehicle, starting there. We recently announced a milestone partnership for us. We will be working this summer in Switzerland with Swiss Post, the national post, of course, in Switzerland, and Swiss World Cargo, who are the cargo arm of Swiss International Airlines. And what is extremely important with them is that they build a reputation for being the best in industry for transporting time-sensitive, lightweight goods. Through our business development efforts over the last couple of months and our announcement of our new product, we now have a very rich pipeline of people, including people here in the US, that are considering using this type of technology for last mile delivery. So it's an extremely interesting time for us. We know, of course, that this is going to happen. There is regulatory challenges that we need to overcome. The technology stack is ready, and we're figuring out all the operational aspects and regulatory aspects in order to be able to apply it. In Switzerland, we're getting this system certified by the Swiss Federation authorities, which gives us a huge stamp of approval that our system is safe, and we can now start operating here in the US. So thank you very much for the investors in the room. We are going through a series of a financing round right now. So if you're interested in that, please catch us outside and we can discuss. And for those that are interested in automating last mile delivery for your retail chains, we are rolling out a number of POCs in the next 18 months, and we'll be delighted to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So up next, Roximity is a location-based analytics and ad platform ideal for brands and retailers. So please welcome Daniel from Roximity.
Thanks, George. You're my better-looking twin. I'm Danny Newman, co-founder and CEO of Roximity. I am a last-minute replacement for my co-founder, so please forgive me for relying on this. Roximity is a location-based analytics and advertising platform that gives brands and retailers an unprecedented insight into customers' in-store activity. We do this via small battery-powered Bluetooth iBeacons installed in-store, paired with our advanced analytics engine. With Roximity, retailers are able to achieve true omni-channel engagement with customers. Shopping experiences can move seamlessly from online to the real world and back. There are a couple of ways that brands and retailers are using our platform. If a retailer has their own stores and a large install base of their own app, we are able to create an end-to-end solution, including triggered messages, in-store analytics, and the ability to tailor an in-store experience on a per-customer basis. Through our network of publishing partners, brands and retailers without an app of their own
or low install base are able to engage with a large and growing audience of consumers. Additionally, we have a network of retailers, including grocery, convenience store, pharmacy, big box, etc., that allow brands to target messages to specific aisle or even to the product level. We can even take this further and create amazing user experiences such as mobile order and pay, where customers are able to order, pick up, and pay via their mobile device, all without having to take their phone out of their pocket. The Roximity platform makes it easy to manage the entire infrastructure, from beacons to the apps, to the retailers, to the insights and analytics that come out of this platform. Roximity was the first to design and manufacture secure and extremely long-lasting Bluetooth beacon hardware. Roximity has deep experience working with Fortune 500 brands and retailers who are leading their fields in innovation. And finally, we are looking for investors, retail and brand partners, and app developers. Come and find me out in the Expo hall after this and we can chat more. Demo. Thanks again.
Thanks. Do we look alike, really? Cool. So up next we have Ship to My ID. It's an e-commerce enabler that allows users to buy items online and send them without needing a physical address.
Hello. My name is Peter Chura with Ship to My ID, and I spent the last 15 years at Visa Inc., where I was working both on their technology side as Chief Technology Officer and then on the business side as head of their information products. And common through all of that time has been that with every technology innovation change that we see, there seems to be some gaps that also get introduced in older models. And how you address those gaps can tend to be an opportunity or a disaster. So let's talk about an opportunity and one such gap. Mailing address. You don't tend to think about it, but if you're like me, you've got thousands of social contacts, hundreds of contact entries in your mobile phone, but tens of addresses. So let's talk about some examples. Just had a great first date, would like to make a gesture, would like to send her flowers. Not really appropriate to ask for the address at this point. Or I'm a brand or a manufacturer, had a great Facebook page launch, 5,000 likes on my product, would love to send them some free samples, no addresses. Similarly, I ran into that same product page. I love this product. I'd love to get a sample, and I'd love to send one to 5 of my friends. But they're social friends. I don't have a physical address. And there's many such other examples. Fundamentally, not having an address can cost you a sale. And it's not the type of sale that you can track through cart abandonment. It's the type of sale that never walks into your e-tailer door. So it's good news for virtual goods manufacturers, not so good for retail goods manufacturers. So our product, very simply put, it's a new shipping option. You get to the point of ship to what address? If you don't have an address, ship to my ID. So you give us what you do have, an email address, social ID, mobile number, what have you, and then we will take care of the rest. Simplest way to think about it's like PayPal for addresses. So using Ship to My ID to date, we've helped a local bakery increase sales by over 20% by being able to advertise to the local base that gifting is now possible with their physical product. We've helped a local Bay Area greeting card manufacturer send over 70,000 packages without having an address. And also we helped one of the largest panel marketing firms get curb user drop-off and get 15,000 new participants. So where we are, our process is patented. We've raised a little over $1 million, and we're early stages. We've been able to build the application. We've kicked the tires on integration. We've kicked the tires on integrating with customers as well as merchants. So now, we're open for business. So if you're a brand or a manufacturer or a retailer that would like to bump their gifting business, please come talk to us. Also, our fundamental focus is going to be on driving adoption. See us at the booth. We have a little gift card with one of our partners where you can use our product and ship greeting cards to anybody you don't have an address with.
Thank you. So up next, we have 5 more companies. So it's exciting stuff. So Wiser is a dynamic pricing optimization engine that monitors, analyzes, and reprices retail products in real time. Please welcome Ari with Wiser.
Thank you, George. Oh, almost lunchtime. All right, so today I'm going to tell you the story of retail. From the early days of retail, it has been about having the right product at the right cost, buying it at the right cost, and having it and selling it at the right price. Fast forward to 2015, it's the same deal, same story. Having the right product, the right place, at the right time. And guess what? There is one guy that's doing it really well. I'm sure you're all guessing who it is. So Amazon is crushing the SMBs. They're crushing the moms and pop stores, but in the last few years, they're crushing the big box retail as well. So Amazon is utilizing big data. They're utilizing real-time pricing, assortment optimization, inventory optimization. They're optimizing price as fast as every 15 minutes, that and inventory as well. And the question is, are you ready to get crushed, or it's time to fight back? Enter Wiser. Wiser brings the Amazon wisdom to retailers. We help retailers to level the playing field. How we do it? Simple. We take what Amazon does well and other e-commerce giants, and we enable other retailers to utilize the same tactics and methods. So we start with the right products. We help retailers to know exactly what to sell. That means we give them the specific products that they need to have in stock and which products they don't need to have in stock. Which products are moving the needle and which products are actually selling. We even give them an analysis of what their competitors are selling. Yes, that means exact sales velocity. What would you pay for getting access to your competitors' Google Analytics? Then we go for price optimization. That's dynamic pricing where we optimize for price or for profit. That's our machine learning algorithms. Then we go to product prediction. That means we help to enable you to know the product life cycle. So we have the right products in stock. That means that we can know exactly the quantities we need. So we don't oversell, or we don't go into a situation where actually we're missing inventory and then waiting 2 weeks until we have an inventory replenishment. We're today powering 1,000 retailers and e-tailers. Among them, these are the brands we work with, Fortune 500 and IR 500. We bring results price, well, in terms of profit optimization, revenue optimization, and conversion rate. Whether you're a retailer or a brand, it's time to get wiser. And we're going to be outside the exhibition hall for any further questions. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Ari. So up next, Bushaka helps marketers leverage customer data to increase sales and engagement. Please welcome Ryan with Bushaka.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Reisert, VP of Sales at Bushaka. Marketers today are faced with a massive customer data problem. The proliferation of channels, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google, and services, web, mobile, email, e-commerce, means customer engagement data is exploding. Likes, clicks, tweets, swipes, views. And even worse, this data is integrated, or it's siloed, and it's integrating can be complex and really expensive. And as we all know, big data isn't necessarily better data unless you can utilize it effectively. This is where Bushaka comes in. We solve this problem. The key here is we've done this with simplicity, smart data, and automation. Our technology consists of 3 pillars. Our connector platform allows you to connect data sources across web, mobile, email, e-commerce, any source via our API. Audience segmentation engine automatically creates custom audiences using big data analytics. And our application environment allows you to take action on these segments by quickly starting Facebook and Twitter campaigns. Let's dive in and take a look at what it looks like for one of our customers. So in one click, admins have access to a bank of source connectors. In this case, our customer chooses MailChimp, Magento, Facebook, and their website. They add their credentials, and Facebook begins to analyze customer behaviors. Literally in minutes, smart segments are created, like dormant email subscribers, Facebook fans who've never been to your website, or prospects that are built on the lookalikes of high lifetime value customers. Next, Bushaka will do its magic. We are automatically creating custom audiences by matching those hashed email addresses, phone numbers, device IDs to Facebook and Twitter profiles. And even better, we keep all these segments updated in real time as people move from one segment to another. Lastly, we don't just leave it up to marketers to figure out what to do with this data. We've developed this dashboard where they can easily access these segments and automatically start Facebook and Twitter campaigns. So we've signed up without a sales team over 30 marquee customers, including Academy Sports, A&E Network, and Unilever. And our customers are seeing amazing results. Renaud Laplanche drove $22 in revenue for every dollar of media. The CW was able to increase weekly app retention by 84%. And Fox increased media performance by 280%. But one of the main reasons customers are buying into our platform is we've built it to be future-proof. We're constantly adding these new data source connectors, and over time, we see custom audiences as being the common denominator in the entire marketing ecosystem. We're already starting to work with companies like Optimizely to plug segments in for site personalization, or companies like Parse to power push notifications. So in closing, thank you very much for your time. Come by our booth, learn a little bit more about Bushaka. Have a good day.
Thank you. So up next, Pecora is a visual marketing solution for Pinterest, Instagram, and UGC photos. Please welcome Sharad with Pecora.
All right, thanks, George. Over 1 trillion photos were uploaded to internet in 2014, and over 20,000 photos are added per second on social channels. We eat, we drink, we sleep, and we take photos. The web, as we know, it's changing. It's no longer about those text-heavy HTML experiences that are accessed on productivity devices like laptops. It is about those rich visual experiences. Consumers are sharing visual content, consuming visual content, and communicating with one another using visual content. So what this means for brands, this means that content is the new creative. It is no longer about engaging with consumers only when you have something to sell. It's no longer about slapping advertising and coupons and offers. It's about building those meaningful relationships by using emotional, engaging, and high-quality, authentic content. Pecora is a visual marketing solution for Pinterest, Instagram, and UGC photos. We help over 200 brands discover photos, curate photos, publish photos, and measure results of those photo campaigns, all from a single integrated workflow. And our mission is to help brands generate ROI from socially validated photos. For the first time, there's a lot of public signal around social content available and mineable on the web. We've built an index of over 50 billion photos, and we're helping brands use those predictive signals to leverage content marketing. There are three things that we do as part of Pecora. The first is helping brands drive commerce from UGC photos. We help brands and retailers and e-commerce companies integrate shoppable UGC photos on product pages, category pages, and home pages. We also help brands integrate Instagram feed as shoppable units on their website. Research has shown that consumers that engage with UGC photos convert at 9% higher rate than users who just see cookie-cutter product shots. Producing content is expensive and time-consuming. Pecora helps you scale your content marketing with UGC photos. We are a search engine for UGC photos that allows brands to discover photos, acquire rights to those photos with our messaging system, as well as download those photos for email marketing, advertising, and social publishing. And one thing that we've been doing very well for the last 3 years is a purpose-built content management system around images to publish content on Pinterest and Instagram. While our competitors have bolted a Pinterest scheduler or Instagram scheduler, we have built a system from the ground up that allows brands to manage images at scale. We publish over 30 to 50 images every day for an average Pecora customer. We do that on desktop as well as mobile. Over the last 3 years, we've worked with hundreds of brands in a variety of verticals, including fashion, home decor, lifestyle, media, publishing, etc. Capital One is one of our customers, Etsy, Tom's, Tervis, Joe's Jeans, Condé Nast, etc. We're not just a software company. We are catalyzing visual revolution. We're having this conversation with brands on a variety of forums, our mini conferences, our breakfasts, our white papers, our strategy sessions. So come be a part of it. We are actually over at the booth. If you're a brand or retailer and curious about your UGC photos that brands and that consumers are actually tagging right now in real time, you can come out and try our search engine. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. So 2 more companies left. So up next we have ShopScene. ShopScene gives sellers a unified platform to manage their products everywhere they want to sell, including Square and Instagram. Please welcome Deal with ShopScene.
Thanks, John. Hi, I'm Adil Ahmad, founder and CEO of ShopScene. We simplify managing multi-channel retail. So in 2015, retailers are obviously overwhelmed by all the options available to sell their merchandise and manage their business. And that graphic is just always out of date. What ShopScene does is give them one simple interface to upload their product data to anywhere they sell, schedule social media, print shipping labels, order a shipping company to come pick up packages, all from one interface. So we give them one simple interface and push all the intelligence as far behind the scenes as possible. And this has been catching on. In the last 12 months, we've added at least 3,600 retailers. We just crossed 1 million SKUs. And since in the past year, the average order value for our retailers has jumped 22%. Also, some milestones in the last few months, when Square decided to add an app marketplace, they selected us as one of their launch partners. When our retailers told us how their customers were engaging with them on Instagram, we created the most frictionless way to sell on Instagram, and this segment has actually been increasing 50% month over month in sales. And when retailers were starting to embrace on-demand shipping, we quickly integrated with Shipster and ShipBob to give retailers one button on the ShopScene dashboard to summon folks to come pick up their orders, to have them shipped. So obviously mobile is key, but we feel that mobile commerce shouldn't just be optimized for consumers. There's a large opportunity to optimize mobile commerce for merchants to help manage their business. So we have created the first mobile platform to manage a multi-channel retail business. So now from your phone, any retailer, large and small, can deploy this to any of their employees. We have employee-level permissions already built in. You can manage all your products from your pocket, see all your orders from anywhere you sell, and obviously manage fulfillment. But this is not all. We have integrations coming up with Postmates and POS systems like Clover and Point, and we actually get so many integration requests that we're going to make our internal API public very shortly. So who we are? Well, we're a team of about 7 now. Most of us have worked together closely to do multi-channel marketing solutions for some of our larger brands that are actually here. We're backed by 500 startups, and we have also a number of angel investors, some of whom are Google execs running Google Shopping. So we're here with everybody else at a booth. Come talk to us. We'd love to give you a demo. Thanks.
So last company, so just a quick story. So this is the youngest founder in our current retail batch. He's actually skipping the last day of high school to be here. So please welcome Will Summerlin with PIN.
Hi guys, my name is Will Summerlin. I'm the founder and CEO of PIN. And I'm the only thing standing between you guys and lunch, so I'll try to keep it concise. So imagine if there were a way to transact that completely eliminated fraud, that cut processing rates in half, and provided insight into things that have never been seen before. Well, what was once just imagination is now reality with PIN. So PIN merchants have an Android tablet that replaces their credit card terminal. When you as a customer want to pay with PIN, all you have to do is enter your 4-digit PIN on the tablet. You can leave your phone and your wallet in your pocket, the entire process. So how does it work? How does it actually know that it's you? Well, first we have to verify that the device is present. So to do that, we have a number of technologies, many of them patented, that allow the tablet to communicate with the customer's device. Moreover, we scan for unique signature frequencies within a space and those known to be associated with your device. So we do all of this and we analyze that data. Then we know that the actual device is present. So the second step is authenticating that you're the person holding the device, or you're the person with the device in your pocket. So to do that, we use behavioral technology. As a shopper, you have a unique behavioral identity. There are certain sections of a store that you always visit. There are certain sections that you never visit. And there's generally an order in which you visit those sections. So we analyze all this using machine learning to understand you as a customer and ensure that it's actually you with the device in your pocket. So by doing all of this together, we ensure that the person with the device is actually who they say they are and that it's you. Now, if you're a retailer with PEN, the story is even better. We combine that behavioral data that we just talked about with transaction and traffic data to provide insights into things that have never been seen before. Let's take a Kohl's, for example. We can split a Kohl's retail store up into 30 different sections. And then we can show them which of those sections sells the most to a female between the ages of 20 and 30 on a typical Sunday morning. These insights are presented in a visualized manner that's consumable for a middle manager that's not technical. And these insights help drive better decisions and better marketing. And of course, there is a cherry on top. We get rid of 3% plus 30-cent processing rates. Processing with PEN is 1% flat. Moreover, we completely eliminate credit card networks. We get off of the 30-year-old infrastructures that have been holding us back. We have a direct bank transfer process. We also work with Bitcoin, and we're working with a few large credit card processing companies to create and institute a new dynamic card. So where are we at right now? Well, we're partnering with a number of large companies, namely Panasonic, to bring this to market. We're working with Panasonic to situate this as the default payment system at the 2020 Olympics. We're also working to roll out nationally and globally. We're raising a $500,000 angel round. That'll get us to market and launch pilots with Fortune 500 companies. Thank you guys. We'd love to chat. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, so that concludes the retail portion of Expo. I just want to remind all of the judges to take a look in your pamphlets and vote and rank your favorite startups so we can take the tally and announce the winners at the end of the FinTech session on the patio outside. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, so we're going to prepare lunch, and we'll be back on in about an hour. We'll have a nice keynote from Renaud from Lending Club. So you guys go check out the demos and give one more round of applause for our retail startups.
صوتي لحبيبي عشوائي تنادي